The World of Warcraft took up a huge part of my life pre-Brain Explosion, and my wife said we would regularly enjoy playing side by side as we fought for the Alliance. Though kids and time may have stopped us from playing World of Warcraft frequently, every year or so we would jump in for a month and chat to old friends, reminisce a bit, and see what's now on offer. There's something magical about the world that Blizzard has lovingly created, and while we may not visit it often, Azeroth just always seems like home. So, as you can imagine, I was very excited when Blizzard not only announced the Warcraft X Overwatch 2 promotion, but also sent me a code to check it out.
At least I have chicken.
What's it like? We need a tank in Looking for Group, place an auction house bid on the Sword of a Thousand Truths, and we don't need to stay in the forest killing boars as we take a look at the 25th anniversary of World of Warcraft as it collides with Overwatch 2. Before we start Looking for Group, would you mind liking and subscribing? It's the best way that What's It Like can level up on YouTube, and I can't thank you enough for doing so. Firstly, let's take a look at the skins and character highlight intros that are on offer in this pack. Reinhardt as the Lich King. This set would have to be my favourite of the lot. From the glowing blue eyes, chainmail and skulls and fur, Reinhardt looks incredible as the Lich King. It's also amazing to see the Hammer replaced by Frostmourne, complete with its own modern Reinhardt fixtures such as the flame jets out the side. While Reinhardt skins are usually always understanding of the assignment, the Lich King, in my opinion, is easily the best. His highlight intro mimics the starting cinematic of Wrath of the Lich King, which was one of my all-time favourite expansion packs of World of Warcraft. Widowmaker as Sylvanas is also a top tier skin, fully transforming Widowmaker into the former leader of the undead. There's a lot of detail here on her outfit, including the feathers on her pauldron, and her rifle is modelled to look like her bow is folded up. Her character highlight intro sees her leap in the air and take aim, and it's a superbly animated homage to her fighting the Alliance in the intro for Battle of Azeroth. Zenyatta is the former Horde leader Thrall, and it's also a really well done skin. I ended up spending most of my time this weekend playing as Zenyatta, as I usually main as Mercy, and it seems to queue you for support quite a bit. Zenyatta also looks really cool with Doomhammer strapped to his back, Horde red orbs, Thrall's unique blue eyes, and his shaman hair. His highlight intro is lightning striking Doomhammer, which looks great and was really exciting to see when I got my first ever, in Overwatch history, play of the game. Finally, there's Torbjorn as Diamond Magmi, which I didn't really like, as it simply felt like a reskin of the much better looking normal Magmi skin. There were also no highlights for Torbjorn, and I felt like this was a bit rushed and maybe a missed opportunity to see someone like Mercy as Jaina Proudmoore, which, in saying this, it would have been absolutely perfect, or even Brigitte as a Stormwind Guard. The challenges this time around for the event are focused on queuing and playing as certain classes, and therefore a bit easier to obtain, and it really just boils down to playing X amount of matches, which I actually preferred. Wins count as double ticks towards these milestones, but I'm not the best player, so wins were few and far between, sorry teammates, which means I'll be playing a lot of rounds. The rewards that all players can obtain are a question mark quest, weapon charm and souvenir, and a couple of banners and sprays. Aside from that, there's not actually a lot of Warcraft going on in events or levels. There is, however, a lot happening in September unrelated to Warcraft, such as the return of Beast Hunt, and then the following week we'll see April Fools and Cosmic Crisis, and finally Mirror Watch and Prop Hunt a week later. The closest Warcraft level I saw was Blizzard World, but I'm pretty sure that was already in the game. I would have loved to have seen a new World of Warcraft themed map or even arcade events. Hopefully there's something more to experience next year. While this pack is great and it lets fans celebrate two fantastic Blizzard franchises, the price will lock many fans out from joining in the Warcraft themed fun, as the Warcraft pack is $75 Australian, and that's just for 4 skins, some voice lines, and some other assorted emotes and icons. To put that pricing in perspective, that's how much an actual copy of the latest World of Warcraft The War Within costs, or 4 months worth of World of Warcraft game time. $75 for 4 skins is a big ask, especially in a cost of living crisis. Now, I understand that there's always the option not to buy it, and that's okay. But this pack is meant to be a celebration of Blizzard's largest franchise, and putting it out of reach by gating it at the price of a brand new video game just doesn't make a lot of sense. This bit should be something that unites all the players, and if it had a battle pass or progression levels to sweeten the deal, it would have been an easier sell. Or even if it was priced down to around the $30 or $40 price point, it could have been much more enticing and much more accessible for all. This is a shame because the World of Warcraft skins look incredible, and I honestly just had such a blast smashing through challenges this weekend for the purpose of the video. The challenges were a bit more basic than previous events, which means it's much more attainable for someone who's a bit more time poor, and it gave me a better sense of progression. And undoubtedly, because I had so much fun, I'll keep Overwatch installed now and dived in for some casual unranked matches for a cheeky game or two in between reviews. Overwatch 2 keeps improving despite its rocky launch, and there's been a constant stream of support, new content, characters, and balancing, except for D.Va, who is absolutely ridiculous, and that's the hill I'll die on, that makes Overwatch 2 a fun game to revisit every now and then. I'm not a business expert by any means, but I do feel that while the Battle Pass pricing and progression feel great, Blizzard might get more players to invest both time and money if wonderful collaborations like Warcraft x Overwatch were a bit more financially viable. Until then, there's still a lot of great content in Overwatch 2 for players looking for something a little bit different to try out. But if you want to indulge in celebrating your favourite franchises, well, that'll cost ya. Thanks so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. The best way you can support me is to like and subscribe and continue watching my content if you enjoy it. But if you do want to go that bit extra, you can buy me a coffee or join our Patreon, which shows you behind the scenes of this channel. Thanks again.